Wow, that is important.
It's amazing. And of course, in addition to Spielberg and Randall Kleiser, Oliver Stone and Ridley Scott and the Coen brothers and Ang Lee won their first prize at WorldFest. Ang Lee in 1992, he was a young student filmmaker from Taiwan. And nobody knew Ang Lee from anything.
Yeah.
And he made a film called Pushing Hands about Tai Chi. And now he is one of the top 3 directors in the world.
我在这个影展里面，我们有很多的很有名的这个导演就在这里参生。中间有一个叫做李安，那时候从台湾来的，只是一个学生。他的第一部片叫《推手》，大家也许还不知道吧？《推手》他第一部片就在这个影展上面得奖，所以他现在是哈利坞最有名的几个中国导演跟哈利坞有名的重要的导演之一。Yeah. Wow.
Well, it's even more amazing than that because Ang Lee and Steven Spielberg and George Lucas are the top 3 money-making directors in the world, and I gave every one of them their first prize.
Oh, wow. 这3个导演 Ang Lee, Steven Spielberg and George Lucas 是全世界赚钱最多的导演，他们第一部片子都是在这个影展第一次由 Hunter 发的奖给他们，所以你说真是了不起。So the WorldFest is very essential, changed the course of history for these young men.
It really has.
I mean, really, because award-winning make people look at it closer and take it seriously.
In fact, a vice president of Creative Artists Agency in Hollywood, which is called CAA, called me up a few years ago before the internet to give me his FedEx number because he wanted the winners list. The next day, I had to promise to send it overnight. Next day, and he said, Hunter, I've got to have that list. He said, we consider WorldFest to be a very significant filter. And what a strange and wonderful comment and a compliment, a very significant filter. And he was basically saying that anything that wins in WorldFest, we want to meet those filmmakers.
Wow, 他说前2年的时候，有哈利坞有一个很重要的一个集团跟他打电话说，你那个影展完了之后，所有的 award winning 一定要给他们知道，因为他认为 WorldFest 是一个非常非常重要一个电影界的一个过滤性，里面经过这里的电影的明星或者是导演、作家，他们都要认识，因为他们会改变未来这个摄影跟电影这方面的事业，非常的重要。That is very. How about this year? We're going to have an international film. How many we're going to have this year?
Well, this year is very special for 2 reasons. Obviously, it's the 50th, which is kind of nice.
Right.
But most importantly, it's the 3rd year of our very important Panorama China. Which is sponsored in part by Chinese businesses in Houston, by Chinese businesses in China, and by the Chinese government. And we are the largest presentation, the most significant presentation of new Chinese cinema in the world outside of China.
Oh, wow. 这是第3年我们参加影展叫 Panorama， 讲中国的所有不同的片子，是在中国外面，中国放映最多的一个影展，在全世界以来在映最多的，所以是 very 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 special。也在中国影展在这里参加影展的话，这是往往别人都没有看到过的电影，全世界都没有看到电影就会在这里，也所以不要错过这个机会。Wow, that's wonderful. Last year was a fantastic. We had a
this
great
year's
time.
even better.
Oh,
and
yes.
We are showing this year 40 new films from China.
Wow, 有40部中国电影。Wow.
Many are world premieres.
很多是全世界第一次首映。
And all the rest are North American premieres.
some是北美第一次首映。
And we expect well over 200 Chinese producers, directors, and filmmakers to attend Houston.
他是今年要准备大约200多个制片人、明星会来参加这影展。Wow, that's going to be a true festival. I can't wait. Yeah.
Well, it all started because 3 years ago, I read in Variety, the show business newspaper, that a company in Beijing named Dalian Wanda had bought AMC.
Oh, yes.
Dalian Wanda bought American Multi-Cinema. And I said, my goodness, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And then I said, maybe we should show some Chinese movies. And we started our first Panorama China with 5 films.
Right, I remember.
And the second year, we read also in Variety that Chinese box office exceeded Hollywood's box office. Well, when you have 4 billion people, of course. And also, Chinese production budgets of films exceeded Hollywood's. And that's when I expanded Panorama China. And almost every good film festival in the world shows a few Chinese films. Cannes and Sundance and Toronto, Berlin, Venice, all show one or two. We're the only major focus on Chinese cinema with 30 to 40 films in the world.
他说，普通别的影展大概只有2-3部，这是唯一的影展可以有30-40部的电影。因为他发现的话，因为我们 AMC 电影的不是给一个中国人买下来了吗？所以他觉得应该在美国发展一些中国的影片给大家的观众看。接下来的话，他就在第2年的时候就先是5部，然后去年的话就10几部，今年就更多。所以我们感慨这个对美国一种电影的市场是非常重要。I still really love you.